What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, I wanted to give you an update on some major news that we just got from Jasmy that some people are calling like a nothing burger and unimportant, and I don't agree, actually, and I actually think that this is important. You guys know, news is something I usually will say is unimportant. Like, most pieces of news just are not a big deal, especially if they're bearish, but this news is actually quite good, and I think it's important to look a little bit deeper, a little bit behind the scenes on this one, and get an idea of what could come of it. Okay, so what we can see here is that we just got news that we were seeing 100 million of Jasmy coins being locked up. Now, we did actually get this, of course, confirmed by the actual team itself. We, of course, saw the Jasmy CFO come out and say that they will plan on not only just safe storage for the tokens, but also collaboration in business and much more. So we know this is actually happening. Now, some people are saying that this is a nothing burger, and their reasoning is that, of course, what you can see here is there's a 50 billion total token supply. So you lock up 100 million, I mean, that's what, 0.2 or something like that, 0.2%, I think. That's just mental math, so don't judge me. 0.2% of the total token supply. And they're just like, yo, that's not a big deal at all. Like, that's not going to move the needle. That's unimportant. It's not going to change anything. And I understand that. But let me address this from a few perspectives. Okay, perspective number one is that you need to understand that we're in a bull market. And so I know in a bull market, everything feels rushed and everything feels chaotic and everything feels like it needs to happen now. But you don't want your favorite companies to operate that way. You don't want your favorite companies operating on a let's move this fast and do this right now with no thought, no trials, nothing. They just go. That is going to lead to problems. I promise. I've seen it. I've done it. It's going to lead to problems. So what you need to understand is that things like this are generally first steps. I've seen this over and over and over again over the last 4 to 5 years in crypto. It's just steps, okay? You're going to see this happen. Then you're going to see this one little thing happen where they're going to lock up this many tokens. Then they're maybe going to try a little bit more after they see success from the last one and they see that it actually does well for the community and it generates a little bit of excitement. Then they're going to go a little bit more, then a little bit more, and a little bit more. You have to understand that this total supply of Jasmy, for example, is kind of a major problem. It is a bit of a major issue, right? And by doing this, they're showing that they're providing solutions. They're working together to find solutions, even with other companies, but they're just taking their time to ensure that these are the right solutions and the right things to be done to get to the major solutions that end up solving the problem, right? So you don't want them to rush. That's number one. Number two, what you have to understand is if you're looking at it from a perspective of you want to see tokens taken off the circulating supply because you want the price to pump. That's not how this works. Just removing tokens from the total token supply does not change anything. It's not going to immediately just make it go up. Yes, maybe intrinsically those tokens that you hold are more valuable, but that's intrinsic. Who gives a shit about intrinsic value? Extrinsic value, the price of the asset, says that it's not going to change, right? What you have to understand is that once the demand comes back, once people are buying, once people actually want the asset, and then there's a more limited supply to that increasing demand, then you're in a position in which the price can grow more exponentially. The goal of this, the steps that it's going to take to get there, the whole point of this is to compound the growth that Jasmy's likely going to see inevitably through this bull run as liquidity is reinjected back into altcoins and back into the cycle. Because right now, liquidity is being removed from altcoins, removed from micro caps or, mid caps, right? The 800 million to 1.4, 1.5 billion. It's being removed there and being funneled back into Bitcoin and back into your top alts. So there isn't really much liquidity nor demand for Jasmy right now. And that's not the point. The point is that when that does come back and when people want it and when they're buying and it's time for mid caps to start gaining momentum, the more tokens you take out of the circulating supply, the higher prices that people are going to be willing to pay for the token, therefore pushing the price of the token itself higher, and higher. So the point is not to immediately pump the token right now. It's to take gradual steps that will allow Jasmy coin's price itself to compound as it grows more exponentially when the time comes, and the time is not right now. So again, there's no need to necessarily rush. It just needs to happen in a more gradual manner. And so because of that, no, I know this isn't the biggest news ever, but it's good news and it's a great start. And it's something that I think is going to allow them to figure out the exact direction they want to pursue and then really pursue that when the time comes. So because of that, I thought that this was pretty damn good Jasmy news. I am actually going to be buying some more Jasmy myself. I actually went out and made a tweet not too long ago. Let me go up to my Twitter. Yeah, there we go. You can see here, right? I was buying a little bit of Jasmy earlier today because I think, again, intrinsically this does bring value that will eventually be reflected extrinsically by its price. Now, on top of that, I mean, I might even at some point open up some little 2, 3, 4x long trades on Jasmy if its price especially does start to break that range we talked about in yesterday's video. But of course, we just have to pay attention and just see what happens. Now, guys, please don't forget, you can use my CoinW link down in the description below if you do want to trade some Jasmy yourself. You will get up to $30,000 in trading rewards if you do use the link down below. You don't have to KYC, meaning you don't have to give them any of your personal information. And on top of getting this bonus, you're also going to get free access to our trading group, which you can go in, get live streams with pro traders. They give signals every day of the different cryptos that they're buying, selling, shorting, longing, etc. There's trading tutorials, things that you can learn in there. There's a general chat where you can talk to the traders yourself. There's a lot, and it's all free. You just have to literally just sign up with CoinW and provide them with your UID. So go check all that out down in the description below. That's a ton of value, way more value you'll find anywhere else, I promise. So with that in mind, guys, that is going to be about it for today's video. Just wanted to give you a bit of an update here on Jasmy and let you know what I'm thinking, let you know how I'm feeling about the news. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you still think it's a nothing burger? Do you understand my thought process? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? I'd love to chat with you all down there, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.